Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an M40, M43, and it's being commanded by Samuel X43A, and we're on Redshire South Spawn Encounter, or should that be Redshire Encounter South Spawn? I think it's the other way around, but anyway. Battle is underway, and he's not moving. Wakey wakey! Okay, now he's back into action. I think he probably just had a slow start there. And he's going off into the bushes near the spawn point. Unfortunately, the T92 is already there. So he's going to be lining up alongside a fellow Arty, unless he moves. But no, he's actually going to stay where he is. He's looking at an AMX 1390 which is running away. There's a whole bunch of enemy tanks making their way up to the pass on the east side. As a T49 staying absolutely still. Now he must be suicidal. Yep, rounds out. Oh, that was a 238 splash on the T49. But he's still sitting there. He obviously wants to act as a target. I think actually he was aiming at a target himself with his T49 with his dirt gun, and unfortunately it was taking too long and it kept him stationary. But he's paid a hefty price in terms of loss of hit points. There's a whole bunch of tanks here now. Which one's he going to go for? The Charioteer, the IS-3? I think he's going to go for all of them at once. Okay, he's almost reloaded. He's decided to hold his fire primarily because the other tanks went, the IS-3 and the Charioteer went unsighted just at the last second. He wants to see the target he's actually firing at. Okay, can shoot at this IS-3 now. You can see it. Rounds out. And it's a direct hit. 439 hit points. Great shot. Okay, he's moving. Relocating. Just a little bit, even if it's just laterally, a short distance, that can do a lot. That 1390, I think that's the tank that's actually in the cap, but he's not in the cap for very long. Almost reloaded. Looks like he's going for the LTTB. Or is he? No, I think he wants to get that Charioteer, which has just popped over the rise. Changed his mind again. He's having difficulty trying to work out which one he's going to go for next. He's shot, and he hits the IS-3. 320 hit points and some stun assist. The LTTB has dropped over the cliff edge. And there's a whole bunch of them now ganging up behind that Panzer 7. And he's in dire trouble. And unfortunately the Panzer 7 has been taken out. Right. Now he's relocated. There's a whole bunch of tanks coming down and they're having a go at that Rheinmetall ballistic Waffenträger. And it's gone. Okay, there's now just an SDRV between them and the Arty. And the LTTB has gone up on the rise. It's been difficult to shoot from that angle because he's just over the edge of that rise. Makes him a very narrow target. But that Wizzy 111 is just coming down from the hill now. Oh, it stopped just as he fired. So that's unfortunate. Gets a stun and 2 hit points. But he is taken out, so he picks up the stun assist. The LTTB is getting closer and closer. He has been spotted. He now needs to move. He must move. He'll be counter batteried if he doesn't. And the other Arty should move as well. And in fact, the T92 has been taken out by the enemy batch at 155.55. So obviously he paid the cost of staying stationary. And although the LTTB has been taken out by the batch at 155.55 on his team, they've now got a serious problem because they've lost one of their major Arty. And they're one tank down. Okay, he's aiming at a T110E5 in the castle grounds. Looks like it's about to poke its head out. Rounds out. No indication that we're getting any damage there. Now it is a good decision to relocate over to the far west side of the map. Arty aren't normally expected to be over this side, but those hills do actually give some form of protection, and if the enemy does send somebody down, it can be quite a surprise for them to come face to face with an Arty after just coming over a hill, and you could snapshot them. Because somebody is in the cap, probably on the other side. T110E3 can't see anybody in the cap on this side, so I think he's going to probably go up the hill and have a look over into the other side. Meanwhile, there's a Wizzy 1111FT, the tank destroyer, right up on top of the hill, rounds out. And it's a splash! Fell to one side, fell to the left, but he's still got a 366 hit point splash on that one. Now there's that T110E5 again, in the castle grounds. He's got a better angle, he can shoot it at this time. Even if it's hiding slightly behind the wall, he can probably splash it from this range. Right, they've got the E3 into the cap, it's facing off against the Scorpion. The problem is, if the T110E5 goes to the gate on the castle, he can shoot over at the T110E3. Because it's a tank destroyer with a no turret. He managed to hit the Scorpion G on the other side and took him out. That was an amazing shot there. Well done, Samuel. And the E3 said Arty. Well done. I think he was rather pleased as well. That's made a difference. It's made a big difference. The Scorpion was a dangerous opponent, but him being in the cap forced the T110E3 to go in there. Now the T110E3 can come out of the cap and start hunting the enemy. Meanwhile, the Tortoise is making his way to the castle. And he's aiming for this Jagdpanther 2, but I don't think he needs to. I think he can aim at the castle now. Try and get that T10. No, he's going to go for the Charioteer, which is crossing open country. The Jagdpanther 2 has been spotted in the distance. He's fired. Yeah, and he killed the Charioteer. That was quite a shot. It was blind at the time when he hit it. He couldn't see it, but he judged where it was going to be, and he hit it. Well done, Samuel. That's 2 hits that he's done, which have been pretty amazing. The Scorpion and the Charioteer. Okay, the T110E5 is exposing himself every now and then. There he is. He can be hit now. He's almost reloaded. Could hit him if he comes out just a little bit further and get a shot into him. He'll wipe him out. He's only got 10 hit points. I think it was 10 hit points. He fires around him anyway. You can't see it. And he's relocating again. Up, the enemy Arty have been spotted right at the back of the map. Okay, he's trying to take them on. Okay, he's extending his aim. He's scrolling it, not right-hand mouse button. That would help if he did. Okay, the GWE100 is setting up, and he's been hit. He's only got 62 hit points left. Still waiting for the reload. He's having a quick look at the Jagdpanthers on top of the hill. And it looks like the Arty are firing at the T110E3. Oh, there's 2 Arty there! There's 2! He's firing between them. And he got both of them! He got both the GWE100 and the M4043. That's a Bombardier. Yes, he's just got confirmation. That was a Bombardier shot. And it was his 4th kill, so he's picked up a fighter badge as well. Now he's reloading. There's only 2 enemy left. The Batchat 155 and the Jagdpanther 2. Now if he can get a shell into them, He's lining himself up. The Jagdpanther's been taken out. The Batchat can be seen. He's right at the back, but it's difficult to shoot at him because the rocks, he's sitting behind the rock. But whilst he's sitting behind that rock, he can't fire out very easily. He did there. He did fire out. Now he can splash him from this side. Shoots around, and he splashes the Batchat to death. What a shot. That's the kill shot for the battle. He's won the battle. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first-class tanker for Samuel X43A in the M40 M43. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for scoring at least 5 critical hits, module damages, or crew incapacitations. He got a fighter badge because he scored more than 4 kills. In fact, he got 5. He also picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks were subsequently killed by other members of his team. And on top of that, he picked up the Bombardier when he took out 2 of the enemy Arty, the GWE100 and the M43 with 1 shot. And because he picked up all 3 of the enemy Arty, he gets the Counter Battery medal as well on top of that. If we look at the team score, he got the highest XP, got the highest damage with 2,956 hit points in total. But unfortunately, he didn't get the high caliber because that wasn't 20% of the enemy hit points. He also picked up 5 kills, which was the highest amount, and he picked up 1,146 base XP, again the highest amount. He fired 11 shots, just 11 shots in total, 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations, 11 splash damage, which showed that some of his shots not only penetrated the enemy, but they also hit more than 1 tank at the same time. He did 2,956 hit points of damage at more than 300 meters. He hit 11 of the enemy, 5 kills. He also did stun damage of 1,265 hit points and got 9 stuns in. And when he took out that Scorpion G, he saved 17 capture points on the cap. On a standard account, he earned 29,703 credits, but after the ammunition resupply of 20,570 credits, he took away 9,133 credits. He earned base XP of 1,146 XP, and also got 115 XP for playing in a platoon, but he took away 1,261 experience points in total. So well done, Samuel X43A. Nice display there. Good Bombardier. It's nice to see that, and to see a Confederate and Counter Battery medal. Well done indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully I will see you in the next replay.